Special counsel investigating Hunter Biden has filed 9 federal tax-related charges against the president's son, saying he engaged in a 4-year scheme to cheat the government out of at least $1.4 million in federal taxes. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas starts us off. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. The special counsel has indicted the president's son for the second time in 3 months, in the process laying out in chapter and verse some of the most troubling aspects of Hunter Biden's life. Today, Hunter Biden wakes up facing a 9-count federal indictment, 6 misdemeanors, and 3 felony charges. Special counsel David Weiss accusing the president's son of failing to pay $1.4 million in taxes from 2016 to 2019. All done, according to Weiss, at a time when Biden was living an extravagant lifestyle. Prosecutors claim Biden spent his money on drugs, escorts, and girlfriends, luxury hotels and rental properties, exotic cars, clothing. In short, everything but his taxes. Those expenses include more than $600,000 in payments to various women, another $397,000 on clothing and accessories, and more than $180,000 on adult entertainment, including porn. Hunter Biden admitted many of his shortcomings in his recent memoir, tying many of his poor decisions to a crack cocaine addiction that had gone out of control.
I went one time for 13 days without sleeping and smoking crack and drinking vodka exclusively throughout that entire time.
According to the special counsel, Hunter Biden earned millions of dollars from foreign entities in Ukraine, Romania, and China, noting that his expenditures increased as his income increased, leading him to spend, quote, wildly. His business dealings and personal failings have become fodder for Republicans seeking to harm his father, the president, politically. And House Republicans have launched impeachment proceedings against President Biden, focusing on Hunter, but thus far without any evidence of wrongdoing by the president.
Hunter Biden is a private citizen, and this was a personal matter for him. As we have said, the president, the first lady, they love their son, and they support him as he continues to rebuild his life.
The president steadfastly supportive.
I'm very proud of my son.
The indictment is the latest consequence of Hunter Biden's plea deal falling apart this past summer. Under that deal, the Justice Department agreed not to prosecute a gun charge, and Hunter Biden would plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax violations. After the deal disintegrated, Weiss, the U.S. attorney from Delaware appointed by President Trump, indicted Biden on the gun charge in September, and last night he made good on his threat to pursue tax charges. But this morning, Hunter Biden's attorneys are pushing back, noting that he has paid back all of his taxes and penalties and has battled back from his crack cocaine addiction. Last night, attorney Abby Lowell released this statement to ABC News saying, quote, based on the facts and the law, if Hunter's last name was anything other than Biden, the charges in Delaware and now California would not have been brought. George.
Okay, Pierre, thanks. Let's start there with Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams. What do you make of Abby Lowell's argument?
Well, look, I think he had a very strong argument in that regard on the gun charge, right? On the lying over drug use on a federal gun form. Based on this set of facts, 1 gun, no other crime, no criminal record, not used in a crime, there hadn't been another case that was prosecuted like that. On this one, it's a little closer. When you're talking about tax fraud, there are nuances, right? How much money? Here you're talking about $1.4 million. A big number, not a massive number.
Usually if you pay it back, the charges aren't brought.
Usually if you do, but it does require the level of intent, et cetera. So it's not sort of out of the box that he's been charged here. And look, as a legal matter now, it's tough. Meaning his best argument is the one Abby Lowell made, which is he should never have been charged. Now that he has been charged, he's in a tough spot. I mean, these cases can be hard to defend. They're going to be able to say, we have the documents, we have the paperwork that proves he didn't pay his taxes and that he had the money to pay his taxes and just decided to use it on other stuff.
The earlier plea agreement fell apart, which is why we're here today. Is a deal now out of the question?
I think it's very unlikely that you could reach a deal now. And we're talking about a world of difference from that deal, right? We were talking about 2 misdemeanor counts and no time. Now we're talking about, just in this case, 3 felonies, 6 misdemeanors. In the other case, a felony. You're talking about the possibility now of decades behind bars. I mean, these are very serious cases, and I think that President Biden, at some point, is going to have to think long and hard about the possibility of a pardon.
Dan Abrams, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.